So, you probably didn't expect to be talking about another Chronicled Wish so soon, right? I mean, the Inazuma one just came out in version 5.6, and it kind of feels like we're still digesting that one. But trust me, this next one might be closer than you think. In this video, we're talking about the Sumeru Chronicled Wish. Who's gonna be on it, why it makes sense, when it could drop, and how it might change your entire pulling strategy for the next few months. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Why now? Why are people even talking about a Sumeru Chronicled Wish when the last one just started? Well, here's the thing. If you look at the timeline, there was a huge gap between the first Chronicled Wish in Mondstadt and the second one in Liyue. But the gap between Liyue and Inazuma? Only 4 months. That's a massive shift. It means Hoyoverse is getting more comfortable releasing these banners more often. And honestly, they kind of have to. With how many characters are in the game right now, the regular rerun cycle just doesn't cut it anymore. If you're a Sino main, you know exactly what I mean. That man has been missing for over 500 days. 500 days. And unless you were around for his launch or got lucky during his 2 reruns, you simply haven't had a chance to get him. That's absurd. Which brings us to the first lock-in character for this banner, Sino. There's no way Hoyoverse skips him again. He's now the longest waiting 5-star without a rerun that hasn't been on a Chronicled Wish. All the others with longer gaps, like Ganyu or Kokomi, have already been covered. Sino is next in line. Guaranteed. Next, we've got some obvious candidates: Alhaitham, Wanderer, Nilo, Daya, and Tinary. These are all major 5-stars who were introduced during the Sumeru arc and who haven't had a rerun in a while or transitioned to the standard banner. Alhaitham is meta-relevant, great with Dendro reactions, and highly sought after for his unique playstyle. Wanderer is still popular among Anemo mains and collectors. Nilo? Absolute core unit for Bloom teams. Daya is a bit of a wild card, a standard character, I know, but like it or not, she's still tied to Sumeru and pretty good in burning teams. And then there's Tinary, who also got pushed into the standard banner, but he still qualifies as a good Sumeru 5-star and might be used to round out the banner. Now here comes the hot take. Emilie. Yes, she's technically a Fontaine character. But let me explain. She had a full story quest in Sumeru, and that kind of narrative relevance can't be ignored. And if Hoyoverse wanted to surprise people with a curveball, putting Emilie on this banner wouldn't be the worst idea. In fact, I think it makes a lot of sense. What about the weapons? This is where things get spicy. If even half of the units I just mentioned are on the banner, the weapon pool is going to be insane. We could be looking at the Light of Foliar Incision for Alhaitham, Staff of the Scarlet Sands for Sino, Key of Cognizant for Nilo, and so on. That's a stacked pool. Even if you don't want a character, the weapon banner alone could be worth your primo gems. Alright, now let's talk about timing. If the current trend continues, we should expect the Sumeru Chronicled Wish around version 6.1. That would put us in October. And I know what you're thinking, isn't that more than 4 months after 5.7? Yeah, but here's why that makes sense. Version 6.0 is likely to be fully focused on introducing the new region, Nod Cry. Just like Fontaine took center stage in 4.0, Nalon in 5.0, and so on. They probably won't want to drop a Chronicled Wish right in the middle of all that chaos. So they'll wait one patch, give players time to explore the region, and then drop the next banner cycle in 6.1. That seems realistic. From there, we can speculate even further. If October is Sumeru, then January 2026 might be the Fontaine Chronicled Wish. And if they continue this pattern, Natlan's Chronicled Wish could be around May or June 2026. And before someone asks, no, Nahida probably won't be on the Sumeru banner. Archons don't get reruns on Chronicled Wishes. It hasn't happened yet, and I doubt it will start now. That being said, Nahida is very likely to get her own rerun soon. She's is the next Archon to get a rerun, off course after Mavwika in 5.7. Maybe they will use her rerun similar to the current Raiden rerun to come alongside the Chronicled Wish they belong to. But let's be real, these Chronicled Wishes are becoming more and more important. They're basically Hoyoverse answer to the rerun crisis. Too many characters, not enough slots. The only way they can keep the rotation healthy is by giving us more of these grouped rerun banners. And personally, I love it. It gives people another chance to grab older characters without having to wait years. But they still need to go further. Triple banners could help. More flexible reruns. Better rotation pacing. You know the drill. Anyway, that's everything we know, or at least strongly suspect, about the upcoming Sumeru Chronicled Wish banner. Let me know in the comments who you're hoping to see on the banner and whether you're planning to pull. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more updates as soon as they drop. See you in the next one.